Welcome to phase 2 of my weight loss journey. So my name is Mark and I've been struggling with weight loss for a long time. I started losing weight seriously, making it a goal and starting to video it and using sort of a hybrid system that I had come up with based on advice that I have gotten over the course of my fat life, mostly from doctors or from things recommended by doctors. So now I am on track towards a actual surgery because I still weigh a lot. And so this is my weight loss journey. I'm going to just kind of freeform this a bit. I'm going to take a break here. And the break's over. All right, that probably didn't work as magically as it's supposed to, but we'll see. We'll try to fix it in editing. Anyway, hi, it's Monday. And my official weigh-ins and starts and stops have been Saturday. The reason I didn't do it this week is because it wasn't my birthday the weekend, but it was close to my birthday, and it was when I could have my daughters over, both of them. So, hi, pillow. So it's, we did my birthday, and so there was more eating, less being careful about what I eat. Anyway, so from now on, this is what I have to pay attention to. And it's a book about what is going to happen with you surgically, what you should think about eating before the surgery, what you're going to have to eat after the surgery, etc., etc., etc. Eating changes, things that you need to do. Drink only calorie-free, non-carbonated beverages. Okay, well, soda to me is a treat, not an everyday thing, so I can cut that out. And I usually have what they call calorie-free, includes Crystal Light, which is what I drink. Next, dry meals. So you don't drink during your meal. You should stop drinking 15 minutes before a meal and then resume drinking 30 minutes after a meal. Now, this is partly their advice that you're going to need to do afterwards. So they want you to get into the habits as part of it. 3 to 4 meals a day, no snacks, and no skipping meals. So I've already screwed it up this morning because I had a very busy morning and I didn't even eat anything that you could call breakfast until almost noon. Meal techniques. Chew your food thoroughly before swallowing to assist in digestion in your stomach. So meals should last between 20 and 30 minutes. So that's something to work on. I have been somebody who eats quickly and I've got to chew carefully. And okay, fine. Protein at every meal. Make sure to eat your protein foods first. This helps keep you full until your next meal. So this morning I had 2 boiled eggs, which is a good sources of protein and 140 calories, and 2 pieces of toast with some butter, which is about 300 calories, and fiber. Fiber at every meal. There you go. Eat your produce. I didn't have produce. I had toast. It's got fiber, high fiber. It was double fiber bread. Then I have to have a lifetime. I'm going to have to take multivitamins. They have lists of what it should emphasize. Regular exercise. That's a big one on me because of my knees and other issues. It's going to be hard for me to do that. Daily food record. That's another thing that's going to be hard for me to do because I've just not really done it. All right, so then it has a list of goals of things you should try to do. And it gives you like 4 weeks to try to accomplish all of the goals. And they're the goals of, drinking more water, eating more protein, keeping a record, eliminating caffeine. I've already got caffeine-free coffee. I didn't have it this morning because I need a container to dump it in. It's in a bag. And then they have a thing where you assess so you know what your bad eating habits are. Check here, add up the columns, and it'll tell you what your bad eating habits are. And then it's followed by a list of tips to deal with if that's your bad eating habits. So, if your food choices is your bad food choices, portion sizes, eating patterns, this is just the headings, awareness of hunger, emotional and social eating, and environmental cues. So what did I get? Let me take a look at what I got for my scores. Back it up. So I got fairly high on eating patterns, was the one that was the highest. The other ones were not so high. So eating patterns is what I've got to get on, which is I got to get on regular eating, which I've already screwed up, like I said. So there you go. Then it's got a list of how to read a food label. Okay, I already knew that one. And then it's a list of good protein sources, how much protein they have and how much calories they have. Do we have eggs? Egg. Where's egg? 60. They see 65 calories. The box says 70, whatever. And 7 grams of protein. So that's pretty good. So I had 14 grams of protein already today. Things like lean ground beef, chicken, turkey, peanut butter, things like that. Peanut butter, be careful. A lot of it's got extra sugar. And then they have fiber sources, which lists different types of fruit and vegetables, potato, breakfast cereals, bread, crackers, and cereal bars. So you want to have a protein and a high fiber vegetable every meal. So I got to get working on that. And then it's got, later on, it goes on to what you're going to have to do. It's all very similar to stuff I've already learned before. Like, this is what you need to have, so much of this, so much of that. It also warns about things you should avoid eating after surgery and drinking, obviously. Things that you should maybe purchase, like a pedometer. Well, I'm afraid it's not even going to hit very high, but I guess I should maybe think about getting one. Warnings about what may happen after the surgery and how to avoid them. Some nasty side effects. Fluids after surgery, constipation, and then you're going to have I have to have a 3-week, this is when it's right before the surgery, there's this 3-week special diet to shrink all of your insides to make it easier for them to work around. And then post-surgical diet, things that you can have immediately after the surgery, and then easing yourself onto more regular foods. So, this is what I have to start paying attention to. Now, I am getting this from a doctor. I am not, however, a doctor. So, don't be doing this stuff without a doctor telling you to do this stuff. A lot of it's common sense stuff. A lot of it is simple stuff. None of it is dangerous stuff. But I don't want to be the one that feels responsible for you screwing up something because you said I should have peanut butter and I was allergic to peanuts and I died, so I'm suing you. Please. I'm not a doctor. I'm not pretending to be a doctor. I'm telling you what I am doing. You do you, I do me. You can talk to a doctor if you feel it's necessary. You can read up on things. You can learn about your body's tolerances. A lot of it's common sense. Same stuff I've been doing. High protein, low carb, low calories. That's very basic stuff. Anyway, you've been scolded. There you go. And I've been scolded. So let's continue this journey. Well, it's Wednesday. It's been... So really, I tried to start on Monday. But fate had other plans. So far the week has been crazy. So we had Saturday, Sunday was birthday celebration. Throw that away. Monday, got tied up with tons of errands. Now I'm supposed to have 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and they're supposed to be protein and veg. Okay. Got tied up with so many errands on Monday morning, didn't have anything to eat until almost noon. And that was an egg and toast. That's high fiber toast, so that at least is good. And then I went to pick up my daughter, figuring, well, we'll just pretend I didn't have breakfast and we'll just have a nice dinner and la 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 la. Daughter was very concerned. She had previously had an operation for something, and she thought that it was the same pain. And so we went to the hospital and we spent the evening in the hospital. And so it was 10 o'clock at night and hadn't eaten, didn't want to get home and cook. So grabbed some drive-through, grabbed a fried chicken sandwich. Bad. So that was Monday. Yesterday was Tuesday. Now, Tuesday we already knew was going to be a little crazy. I did grab a protein bar for breakfast. Did that one right. So I had breakfast. And then I had lunch was egg sandwich. Again, 2 eggs and toast. But it made it into a sandwich. And I already knew the evening was going to be crazy because we had planned to give me a tattoo for my birthday. Woohoo! My daughters want to give me a tattoo, and I picked the tattoo. We helped choose what the tattoo would say, etc. And I will include a picture. Anyway, done with the tattoo. But then my daughter has an appointment at a place a little bit out of town that she has to go to. It's an important appointment, so we go to that. So it's now late again, and again, we don't want to do anything. So we did stop at a 7-Eleven, try to get some little better stuff. Split a ham and turkey sandwich. So that was okay. She'd already had eaten something while I was getting the tattoo. But split a ham and turkey sandwich. I got a burrito that I thought would be good. It was kind of plain. So I only ate about half of it. That was, theoretically, it was a bean and chicken burrito, but I just tasted bean. So that wasn't too bad, honestly. And then chicken wings, and we split that with my daughter and I. And there was only like 2 wings left, and one of them didn't seem to be properly done, so I really only had 1 wing. Didn't eat a lot of food, but I was full. I didn't want to eat anymore. So the first 2 days of trying are crazy. So today, I'm having a regular breakfast. It's bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. So that's good on the protein, maybe a little too high on the fat. High fiber bread. This is like they wanted at least 3 grams per slice. This is 5 grams per slice. Still need to get some veggies. Figure out something for lunch. Shouldn't be too hard. I got to get some more stuff in that I can make sure it's the right kind of food, but that's coming up. I'll probably do a shopping day on the weekend. Dinner, we're going to be doing this because nothing's going to get in the way. Don't jinx it. Is going to be roast chicken with either or both fresh green beans and fresh Brussels sprouts, because we got both of them for getting all this other stuff that we had to do on Tuesday, and then whatever. So that's our plan, is roast chicken with some good fibrous vegetables to eat. So we shall see. Hopefully the week is okay going forward. So we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday's the weigh-in. Good, bad, or whatever. So check in then. Hello. It's Saturday morning. This is my new rules to live by. And let me tell you, it hasn't been easy. The last week, as I've pointed out, has been a bit crazy. So, things that I need to work on, and they kind of divided into the first 2 weeks and the second 2 weeks, and you write the date that you've accomplished it. So let's see how I'm doing. Eliminate carbonated drinks. Well, they were always just an occasional treat, so they're eliminated. Eliminate caffeine. I thought this would be harder, because I know some people get caffeine addictions. I got some caffeine-free coffee. Fine. I do need to get caffeine-free tea, though, because I do like tea sometimes. Eliminate alcohol. Well, again, alcohol was a very occasional thing for me. So there's no more alcohol in the house. There just won't get any more. Eliminate simple sugars. That is going to involve reading a lot of labels to make sure I'm not eating simple sugars. Assess your hunger level before eating. That's kind of an odd one to do. Like, you got to stop and think. So we'll work on that one. Take small bites. That's been a big one for me because I'm a fast eater, and now I have to become a slow eater. So that's one. Chew food 20 times per bite. Again, I'm a fast eater, so I have to stop, take a little bite, and chew. I'm getting better at it, so that's still working. Put your fork down between bites. I did that yesterday. It felt a little weird, but you know what? If you're chewing for 20 times, you just sit there holding your fork. No, put it down. Don't drink with meals. Now, this is a weird one because, like, right now I'm about ready to have my breakfast. Well, my coffee has to come half an hour after I finish my breakfast, or I have to finish my coffee 15 minutes before my breakfast. So that's a bit weird. But this is to get it into habit because this is what you need to do after the surgery. 3 meals per day, including breakfast. Again, with my occasional crazy schedules that come up. That's been crazy. Eat protein with each meal and snack. Okay, will work. That's not too bad. 64 ounces of no-calorie fluids daily. I don't know why I haven't been drinking as much. I have to make sure I do that because usually I do drink a lot, but it's colder weather. So that one I'm working on. Limit fried foods and high-fat condiments. Fried foods, not as big a deal, other than the fried chicken sandwich I had earlier. High-fat condiments, a bit of a deal. I do like butter. I do like mayonnaise, so those are high-fat condiments. Regular physical activity. That's one I've got to get working on. Again, walking is what they want. Walking is hard for me. Record food and beverage intake and physical activity. I got to force myself to do that one. That one's not an easy one. That's not going to come easy to me at all. So I'm working on it. Identify sources of support. Welcome my sources of support. And I do have others, of course. And write down or choose an eating plan. That one, I don't know if I'm ever going to do. So recording what you eat. I now have to record what I eat, when I eat, and the protein grams, the sugar grams, and the calories. And unfortunately, the book does not provide a guidance for how many calories I should have. There is a course coming up on Tuesday by a Zoom that I'm going to be going to. It's mandatory. A lot of this is mandatory. But anyway, crazy week. I don't think I overate in any way. I did eat some stuff that I shouldn't have eaten, like the fried chicken sandwich. But that was a day where I had 2 meals. You know, I had a small meal, and then I had not a big meal, but it had fried chicken in it. So, and I only started recording yesterday, and that was a 1,615 calorie day with maybe a bit too much protein, because protein, they have a range. Sugars, they have a max. So I was good on the sugars, a bit high on the proteins, and okay on the calories as far as I know. Anyway, so what did this crazy week lead to is the big question. Good news, because remember I had a gain because of whatever. So I was at 447 as we entered phase 2. And I was a bit worried because it started with 2 days of kind of birthday celebration, not keeping track. Well, I ended the week at 444. So this is a very different journey now. That's why I decided to make it a phase 2, a new beginning. So come on this journey with me. This is generally not bad advice. It's all advice I've seen before. But again, I'm not a doctor. So if you do have a big weight loss to deal with, you need to talk to a doctor. Don't let them bully you. Don't let them shame you. Because a lot of doctors do that. I don't know if they intend to, but they do it. And try to find support. Find people who can understand your journey. Find people who are sympathetic to your journey. Find people who will support your journey. That's another thing I've seen. I watch these shows, 600-pound life and stuff. And a lot of times, especially like the boyfriend, it's usually always the boyfriend or the husband, they're very undercutting. It's like, and I know it comes from things like you want to control the person by making them feel bad about themselves, so you are their center, not them being the center of their own life. So yeah, get rid of poison people. Surround yourself with positive people. Find positive people. And God bless you. Whichever God you believe in, and if you don't believe in a God, just accept the well wishes of me to you.